Anyway, we have a map.
Yes, you do. And late evening, you come to what appears to be a hut.
Okay.
Is there a door or anything like that?
Yes. Think Hagrid's house.
Okay. Knock.
There's currently no response.
Well then, we'll have to come back in the morning.
I honest to God can think of nothing, so I'm going to attempt to announce us properly so he's not just hiding in there thinking we're ogres.
Hang on.
What?
Magic.
By the way, the bird flies over and sits on the top of the door still.
Can you detect any?
I wave at it.
Fine.
Thank you.
Magic?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to announce us properly so that he doesn't think we're ogres and is just pretending to not be home.
Yes, because my fist sounds like an ogre's.
I thank the bird for leading us here.
Okay.
Okay,
The
that's
bird that I
a
have
29.
feelings that isn't a bird.
Okay.
I'm an Asimar, I do diplomacy things.
You get one word back. What?
Like, loud, and this guy is not accustomed to loud
At this
noise.
point, I'm going to open the door.
It is locked.
Oh.
Yeah, that you got one word back. You're pretty sure this guy's deaf, or at least partially.
Can I discern within? Is he within 35 feet of me?
Possibly?
Not. Maybe.
You're not sure.
Spend it out. Try to pinpoint and target. Hello. In his mind.
Because he can do that.
He yells out, "Hello!"
We've come to find you to figure out what these paintings and different relics are from the settlement. These paintings. I'm sorry to do something.
Stop counting syllables
And
count
relics. Yeah, it works.
Okay. You hear several locks rattling on the inside. After about,
a minute.
like 3, he opens the
minutes.
door.
Hello.
I wave.
Hello.
He waves, gestures you inward.
Okay.
Enter. I'd say in his
I'll
mind,
enter.
can I bring my bird?
Don't think it's your bird.
You're impressive! Can we bring the bird?
Oh, don't mind Dante.
Okay.
It's Dante.
Of course.
And yes, that was out loud. Anyway, he puts something on boil.
I'm going to assume that it's tea and not question it.
In your mind, did we bring the relics and paintings he was supposed to
No.
figure out
No,
for
for
us?
reasons that are kind of obvious when you actually think about it.
Did he?
So we're all standing in his entryway. He's just put some water on
It's
the
all
oil.
one big room.
Okay?
There's a table in the center, there's lab equipment and books just strewn everywhere. And there's appears to be a small pantry. Also locked.
So I didn't
Two
give him
locks.
the right reason why we're here, right?
Ask him if we may be seated.
No, you gave him
What?
a reason.
Okay.
Do you mind if we sit down?
I'm
By all means.
already folded chair.
Sit
Best
on the
item
chair
in
at the table.
Pathfinder.
They have folding chairs.
Why?
Why not?
I don't
I
know.
know,
It costs a gold. Why?
To be fancy or cheap.
Either way.
It's an artisan thing.
Anyway, after getting everything on the boil correctly, he pulls out several very small wooden boxes, opens them up and sets them on the table. Appears to be different plant matter.
Okay?
Is this
And-
for making tea?
What?
Are you making tea?
What?
What's in the boxes?
What's in the box?
Psionicist, useful, mental talk.
I am aware that the psionicist. Damn it! I'm aware that the psionicist is useful.
Mind crush.
Not the nerve staple.
But yes, tea leaves. And he starts unlocking the pantry. Taking about 30 seconds for this one.
Investigate each of these small boxes of tea leaves. Find one that smells nice.
Well, nice depends on your preference, but there's something for everybody here.
I like Earl Grey.
A very close equivalent, yes. Anyway, he passes out what appears to be fresh bread.
Thank you very much.
And it's hard, but fresh.
Okay.
Good.
So we are here to get these two things discerned. Do we have like descriptions, or are we taking them back with us?
We were asked to convince him to return and inspect the paintings personally. Or the equipment.
Judging by the nature of these objects, we need you. Space for 6 seconds. To we need to travel with us because we couldn't
Do it ourselves.
because we couldn't bring them. Here. So that's 12 seconds, 20 words.
Okay. Wow, this is gonna get tedious.
Yes.
He says, no, I don't think so.
What, no? Why not?
Why do you think I'm out here?
You don't like people, but these objects are precarious.
I'm precarious.
We couldn't bring them here.
How are you precarious? It's not as though you're balancing on one leg.
You're talking to the deaf person again.
What?
Just loudly say what I just said again.
I said! I smack you.
Don't scream in my ears.
That's
Do you
deep.
want me? What? Do you want to make me deaf?
That's debatable.
Would it be possible for you to tell us, space, based on the region, the location we got them in, if you ever explored these ruins?
I couldn't tell you unless you tell me first. Might know it, might not.
Over the course of the next several minutes, info dump.
Yeah.
Yep.
Listening 10, he's
That's
listening
not-
10, very tentatively, 10 words at a time.
Yep. This way, it can also work for his mind, so he can decipher each thing in case there's any hidden meanings. Which I'm not trying to
At
get
one
him.
point, he takes the pot off the boil and explains that the pot is still cold on the outside.
Neat!
Well, cool.
It's so cool.
Well, I
It's
guess
not neat. It's cool.
Anyway. Info dumping. Yeah, nope, haven't heard of it.
Okay.
Not those rounds, at least.
that girl with the blue hair looks very bored out there.
She does.
I've never seen somebody look so bored. Anyway. Sorry, it was just a comment.
Okay.
Popped into my head.
Anyway. He says he hasn't heard of those runes before. Dang,
What
sounds
about
fun,
the
though.
artifact?
Yeah, tell him.
He
Well, I
said
am
painting
familiar.
sounds familiar.
Painting sounds familiar. Can you explain?
Well... Some sort of elf work, long ago. Apparently lost, but maybe rediscovered?
We seem to have done it so much.
Oh no, the original ones were all either destroyed or... So this would have had to have been made anew.
Which would be fantastic if he had heard me say that.
No, that was a continued explanation.
Ah.
He didn't respond to you, he's just saying that lost but maybe found again. All of the old ones were destroyed or damaged in some way. This one would have been had to have been made recently.
Yeah, he's still going on with his explanation. It's just you cut him off halfway through.
That was not my intention.
Well,
There was a
it's not
lull.
like you can cut him off anyway.
There was a lull. I felt I didn't feel like I was cutting him off.
Stopped talking when you did.
Ask him what kind of training is required to make something like that.
What kind of training is required to make something like that?
Training? Very old one. Older than most current elves.
One of us was carrying the paint with us, right? Because it was the paint itself that was magical, not the painting.
Every single piece was magic.
Mm-hmm.
It was good.
We were keeping the paints and we were keeping
all
the
the parts
paints and
separate.
the easel separate from the canvas and the brush. Transporting them back to town, we'll only handed them over to the elf. Each
piece has its own
Each
crate.
piece got its own crate thing.
Yep.
Actually, now that I think of it,
So, he said old training.
Very old.
now that I think of it, that elf lady, she wanted those items back. Right? So, were those items a part of the caravan carrying our items? Do you think? Because if they were, that actually gives us a few questions for her now, didn't it?
We were sent to visit these ruins and look for artifacts. In an archaeological sense, not a magical sense.
It's true. We collected, regular statues.
Shit, that was backwards in my head. Hang on. I'll be back.
Hey,
You okay?
Hello?
gotta take call, gotta take call.
Yep.
What's up?
So, what kind of training? Very old training, but what does it entail?
Magic. All sorts of things. I suppose you don't know magic. All sorts of things.
You know magic, obviously, because you've been talking to me, right? In my head.
I can see.
Ask him if he knows where someone could find books detailing how to make these things.
Blah. No. Where can someone find books detailing these things if they were to find them?
Ooh. Other ruins? Maybe, if they're lucky.
Do you have any idea where more elven ruins would be? Because I imagine it'd be an elven ruin.
The Elflands. Not around here. I'm surprised to find one of those ruins is far north, honestly.
So someone would have to go searching through the elven ruins in order to create one of these things. Then why is that individual leaving their stuff inside of an elven ruin so far north and close to the settlement? I give you that look instead of saying all of that.
Huh?
That exact look.
I just assumed you were basing it 10 words apart.
Yep,
Six
I am.
rounds. Okay.
To him, but I'm giving him that look so he can try to grasp some of the conversation that's happening.
Maybe a stash? Maybe it was
No.
meant to be found?
I wasn't paying attention.
Maybe he's making New World Order and wants us to know about it. This seems unlikely.
Especially near such a small settlement. Well,
Maybe he found, thought no one would find it.
No, the statues that were not the one that I found that was different than the others. The ones that we found like 3 or 4 of in there. What did they look like?
Irrelevant. Well, they've picked it up in figures. You don't know who made them.
Okay, I'm going to do my best to sketch out a representation with special focus on any arcane, divine, or like any kind of spell casting or important motifs that might point to like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If the
Make
statues
an
tell
artist
us, if the statuary tells us anything about where we might find.
And take a situational +2.
Okay.
No, 2 situational +2.
So this is what, like a calligraphy check?
Yeah. Craft +4. Roll. What?
is there something on Mike's computer? Because
No.
She was staring at me.
21.
Yes, okay. Ooh, he does recognize those.
And I'm asking him to say that we found statues that look like this in the same place as the artifact.
yes, you found these beautiful drawings in the same place where you found the one with the painting artifact.
He tells you no.
They don't belong together?
No, you can't have found these there.
We found these.
If I was a cleric, I would zone of truth, but I can't. So
He pulls up, goes over, pulls open a bookcase, and there is an impossibly big library in that bookcase behind it.
okay.
And pulls out 4 statues. They're not just look the same, they are the same.
Yeah, we found those there.
I'm sorry, we found those there.
But they're here. I assume.
Well, can we just assume that for this expo dump?
Yeah!
Okay.
Well, it's
It's a cantrip, why not?
Okay.
As long as I focus, it's a cantrip, otherwise it costs 1 point.
You have your focus.
Yep.
But they're here.
But they're also in town, along with the painting.
Painting is an artifact. Could it be used to manipulate time as well as space? It created a location that was not there. Could it do the same with the time stream?
I highly doubt it.
But it's not impossible. Especially if it's new.
It would take one hell of an artist.
Well, we can show you the statues we found if you were willing to come with us, but since you're not, you're either going to have to take our word for it or completely prove that there's no way we found them. Because if they've been here all this time, how did I know what they look like?
Mm-hmm.
You're spying on me.
Mm-mm. To tell you the truth, I thought you were the Raven at first. How could we be spying on you?
You thought I was done there.
For a little while. He talked back.
I don't know, he's clever.
More than you think.
Anything me and him talk. No, he's just very well trained.
Very well. So yes, we weren't spying on you. We were too busy. I was busy establishing my farmlands, and she was busy. She was busy. She was out of my sight quite a few times, but she wasn't. And I don't think he has the mental capacity to spy on people. I also think it's against his alignment. At least the way he keeps spouting rhetoric at me, he thinks I'm a non-emotional individual.
Alright, I guess you have a point.
Sense motives! Not lying.
Well, if he's paranoid, he has sense motive, and I'm not lying.
This
So.
is true.
Mm-hmm. There we go.
It's like, if he's paranoid, his sense motive is probably maxed or near maxed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not lying, and I'm not trying to lie.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't make sense.
Why aren't you lying to me?
Everyone lies to me. It's a game! Ah! Ah! Ah. I'm so lonely.
Do these statues have any meaning?
They depict the ancient artists, the ones who made these paintings to begin with. I collect statues. I've never been able to find more than 4. These 4.
I hold up a picture. These. I gave you the location of the ruins. You've never visited it?
I never thought to look at this far north. It's not even within the elf forest before. I found these within the elf forest.
What's the current plan of attack? What do you think would be our next best bet? Do you think we should go to these elven ruins and try to figure it out there, or
I honestly don't know.
do you have more information on the paintings, or?